Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Welcome to my desk. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be doing something a little new for me, a little different, and I brought out my En Masse glue book as a sort of a reference. I'm going to link where you can find the playlist for this and all the fun that I had, and I still love to look through here. And it weighs a lot. I forgot how much. The reason I took this out is that share how I have used an old magazine to journal and glue and create ideas, just fun things in here that we all do. It's this time of year where I want to switch gears and make another junk journal, just do some fun for no reason, kind of mindless gluing and all that fun stuff. I do have my whimsical everything glue book that I love to work in, and that's for purposeful collage or, things that I can try out. This is going to be a sort of a everything goes in here. There is no really just a freeing kind of glue book. And I had this composition book and another one. I had bought them 2 for $1 at the dollar store in my closet for a little while. I've been looking at them. I originally was going to use bits and pieces or take pages out and just use them for note taking and different kinds of maybe painting and that. And I thought, well, I'm just going to leave the glue or leave the composition book the way it is, the way I bought it. And instead of making another journal, which I love to use my scrap papers and make them, I'm going to use this one because I already have it. I don't need to go buy another one. And my papers will still be there to make more fun junk journals. But for now, I wanted to do this, and I already did a little post sharing that I just literally took this downstairs one evening with a couple of marking things, my pastels and some markers. And what else did I bring? And I had a flyer from the mail that day, so I took a couple of little pieces. I just felt like doing something at the dining room table while we were watching a show. And then that's when I thought, yes, I want to start this now, and started to do some things in the book. Now this here, I did some sewing before bedtime. I used some papers that I received in Happy Mail, did some sewing and cutting. This is a pocket that I made, and put these papers in here for now. I'll go through this with you together, and I have taken a couple of pages out. I've also glued a few pages together. I have no rhyme or reason for my choosing the pages that I did. It was just when I was starting to put marks in, starting to add some things. I added a paper ruffle for bed, and through the day when I come up here to do something, I stop in here and I do a little gluing or a little mark making if I'm getting something ready like this. I've also taken some of my pages and scrunch them together. Page, scrunch it, and do that. These pages are very thin. As you know, the composition books are made for quick note taking, not to withstand a lot of mixed media, but that's why you can put a few together, 2 together. Very basic mark making. While I'm just chatting and introducing this to you, I'll flip through the pages. If you are new to this kind of journaling, this is junk journaling at its finest, glue booking. This one was 2 pages glued together. I can feel the thickness of that. Very primitive. This is part of the flyer that I had in my dining room, and I cut it up, put it on the edge with watercolors and different inks, and that you will get bleed through. I think that adds to the page and whatever. I have no plan. This is my spontaneous journaling. There's another piece of flyer that I glued down. I used some of my little mini ink pads. This page is going to be my little glue rings that I get at the end of my nozzle. I thought, well, I'm just going to stick that in there, and then I'll see what happens when that's filled up or half filled up. We'll see how many there are. This was a leftover piece of the page from the front, and I use that to edge my pages. So I did that a couple of places. Having fun doing some painting with my gold paint. Here, I add a pair of gloves. There is no reason. I don't know what I'm going to do with these pages. I have a basket that I like to keep scraps. This is all little scraps that I've collected. And I do have some of my more recent Happy Mail, and I put some of the scrappy leftovers in here, embossed papers. I just put them in there, so I left them. I'm going to start gluing from here. It's a fun way to let loose and experiment. Use your scraps. Relaxing. I do this kind of journaling when I'm not in a hurry. No rhyme, no reason. I'm using tacky glue. I'll be using glue stick. Whatever's in front of me, whatever I take first. The pages will be crinkly and ruffled up. I know that ahead of time. I'm not necessarily making a composition, but it could turn out to be one, which usually happens. I will be journaling in here very spontaneously. I'm going to use that word. Or sporadically, not every day. It could be daily for a little while. I have no set plan. And I am going to use the 2 wine bottles on the same page. I like the colors. I've also used, so this will also have some trash in it. I'm going to attach that there like that. I have a yogurt liner lid. These colors don't go together. It doesn't matter. It's just for fun. It is for fun. This is my yogurt lid. I'm going to put this in here. I love using prompts. I love using collections of different things. And I also like to do freestyle art. I'm not going to cover this up and make it into an altered tag. I'm going to use it as the tag it is. I could add things on top of it. Flip to another page. Maybe I will coordinate these colors. That was not planned. And I can keep that as a, oh, I think what I'll do is put it up here. I'll do that and add it tuck spot. This will get thick very quickly. It'll be fun to see how long it takes for this book to fill up. And I want to take you along so you can be inspired and you could pretend this is just this is a magazine, and you could use the pages in the magazine, the same as I did in my en masse journal, and even my magazine spine journals, and make them themed, make them just like this, where there is no theme. You could do that. So now this is a pocket, a tuck spot, and I will add something at the top. I don't have anything at the moment. So this is from Karen. That was Happy Mail. I am using my Scrubba. I love it. I really highly recommend these types of scrub cloths. They are, for me, they're amazing. What else do I have in here? I have more. I have this. This is a coaster. I love this side of it. I love both sides. I like that one. Beer. Oh, I'll make this into a flip. I'm going to use my washi tape. It doesn't match. The first one that fell into my hand. It's for color. And this time I think I'll add a little bit of glue just to help it stick. I hope everybody's having a great creative time. That is fun. And I'm using this tape. I'm going to continue adding to this page because it's just a fun way to decorate. Enjoy the sounds. Enjoy your time. And I have this lovely piece of art. I'd like to put this in here too because it's beautiful. Go somewhere else. And I might just start with this could be my starting point. Let's see if there's something else. Oh, this would also be very, very beautiful right here. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do. And I can work around it. Yes. That's what that's going to be, right on top of the cover. Before I cover it up, this composition book is 9 3/4 by 7 1/2. And it has 100 sheets. And it's nothing special. As I said, it's the dollar store, and I believe it is the Dollar Tree. I believe I bought these in just across the border in Watertown. And this a few years ago. I've had these for a while. It's before all the prices went up. And I will work around that. Taking out of my basket, this was a flower arrangement, a basket that I bought for the porch. I bought 2 of them. And I'll put this in here. And you can see how the do some stapling. That's a tuck spot. I also have this that I had cut out of a magazine. It's gone now. I had really harvested almost the whole thing. And this is Diane Keaton. Well, I have to do it. I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to put the whole thing down and work around it. We didn't do Route 66 New Mexico, but we did do part of it in Arizona. Oh, that was a fun trip. Gluing things in my basket. I also have, this is something that it was a big pad of paper from my mom's place, and I took it to stain it. And it's a to-do list, but I'm going to, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I could tear it apart. Glue bits and pieces down. A lot of these pages are still very blank, very white. I personally am not afraid of the white page. I love to take a white page and see what I can do with it, which is why I went ahead one evening, because there was no thought involved, to glue down these things. I'm going to put these on the same page in different directions. Let me know if you feel the same that I do, that once you're in your creative space, it's hard to leave. It is for me. Oh, I like that. Maybe I want to have some of these lines on here. All these fun items that I'm adding, can become really fun prompts. This could be a part of grid journaling too. Even though it's not structured in a equal amount or a balanced way, it can still be grid journaling. An introduction to that. I will do that with you one day. No thought involved. See how it's wrinkling? That's okay. I love the texture. Love the texture. I have some big pieces in here, but I'm going to look for some small ones. Here's another piece of paper that has some really fun little splotches on it. I think I'll make this into a... I'm going to use my postal scissors because it's right there. And then I can add this to make it into a tab. Some things I'll staple and some things I will sew, some things I'll just glue. And make some more room in. Oh, these colors, not a planned out thing. This big envelope that I think I was practicing some threads. Well, that is fun too. So this could be, what could I do with this one? make it into two. I'll put this in my basket and do some more sewing around it. It's going to be a tuck spot and a pocket somewhere in the middle. Oh, here's another piece of my flyer that I used. I'm going to go in here and then like that. Well, I would love to hear if you are creating with a journal that you made, a composition book, an empty notebook that's in your house. Maybe you've had it in there for a while. That's how I started junk journaling too, is I had some empty journals that had been given to me. I had some office papers, office journal. But there's a beginning of a fun page with a pocket. We'll make a tag to go in there. This one's going back in my basket because I will do some sewing around it. Okay, I have this random, I must have been planning to do something for my whimsical book, glue book. I'm going to put this in here. And put this on a page that already has a color, a random color. How about over here? I probably should have used my glue stick for this one. It's a lot of glue. Too much. I don't normally go that crazy with my glue, but that's that's okay. I'm having fun and I'm not thinking ahead. My little spreader, I'll use that. Maybe that'll help just to bring it to the edge. Yeah. This is definitely not anything to be precious about. But as in anything I do, I love to try and make things neat. They look a little chaotic, which I love. In the bottom that I'm going to use. What do I have here? This was a sunset at our house. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, I think I'll put that up here because the colors work. That's from our porch. I had taken a lot of my photos and made them into a collage page on in my file, and then and printed them out. These little things, I'll leave them in here for now. I have, this is from, well, a magazine, and I think it's the Home Depot. Done. When you're done, you're done. I'm going to put that right here. This is a medication bottle that I found in a magazine. I had done something with one of these in a previous art journal. I'm going to put it on this page for no particular reason. And what I will do is I will come back and I'll probably hide some of this text and make it into a different style of medication or something like that. I don't know yet. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And I've got a couple more things here to glue in. I'm going to make it into a page edger. It's not straight, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it on the whole page. That's why I cut it in half. I do love to edge pages in these thinner style notebooks, the pages, and even on magazines. It gives it strength and robustness. Oh, it doesn't matter that there's something on the other side. I have another idea. I'll just trim that off, and then I'll put that on the rest of it. I should have overlapped at the beginning, and I didn't. That's okay. I love the way it makes the pages all starting to fluff out. I'm going to do this one, this little page, this little, oh, right here. Right here. And I'm going to put this on just to hide the glue. Scrap from my basket. I used this, I was making some pockets and this one never made it. And I think what I'll do here is I'm going to decorate the back of the, or start decorating. This is all the beginnings. And I'll rethink this one. Time for me to use it. Cut this little piece off here, and then I can put it up here. Cover the back. I could leave that open. So if that's what I'm going to do, I'll put a bead of glue on the edges and then I'll leave that open because I don't know what I want to do yet. And if it doesn't turn into anything else, I can glue the whole thing. I wonder if I could, oh, that might be. And then here I think I'll even fold this in. I can cover that up also. It's such a little amount, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it here anyway. I love it. Flipping through my page, and I'm going to glue these two together. That was a very random, last-minute decision. And I'm also, as I finish the pages, today was really prepping and starting to lay a foundation pages. As I finish my pages, let's say today I finished this one, I will date it on the date of completion, because I'll probably have some journaling to put in it at the same time. One more thing that I just saw, I had pulled off this label from a bottle of wine, and I'm going to place this up here. I was thinking when I was putting this on, I love wine labels, and I love book covers too, but I also love ruffles, and I had made this one using scraps from projects, and I'm going to cut a piece of this off and attach that as my final, as my little closing of today's. And I think I'll edge the, I'll put it right here. I don't even have to turn the page. Fun and simple and easy. I'll use the white part for the top. This goes here on the edge. It has just a little bit showing on the other side. Well, I can't remember exactly what I did today. I'll do a quick flip through. There's another part of my ruffle, paper ruffle. Lots of trimming the edges, adding, oh, these are the pages I just glued together, adding random trash, things that were going to be thrown away. Mark making when I first started, and I'm still going to do lots of mark making. Diane Keaton, I know that's who that is, I'll have to write that down. A random yogurt liner lid. And it goes on and on. A flip out today, a tip out, flip out. And then the back page, that just came together so randomly. I don't have anything to put in there right now. All my receipts are downstairs. Thanks for coming along today. and the introduction to my glue book of spontaneity, which really means glue anything you want, use any book you like. I thought it would be fun to share how I'm going to transform this very simple composition notebook into a fun glue book filled with art ideas, junk journaling ideas, memories, everything. Always be adventurous and stay fresh. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.